Hello, everyone. I am Valerie, and you're listening to the Woman Pod here with me today. This podcast is for self help. In the podcast, we'll be discussing a lot of life experiences, growth, and overcoming any blockages or challenges that need to be released. And also to reflect on us and be the best versions of ourselves. So make sure that you subscribe onto your favorite podcast to get notified when the episode goes live. Also, I want to welcome you guys back again here with me, Valerie Atkinson, with the Woman Pod. So today we're going to be discussing awakening the divine feminine. So I run through these moments in my life, being a single mother and of course being independent and wanting to do everything on my own and being strong and yada yada yada. I realized I need to really pause and slow down and really take time to myself. So I want you guys to discover your inner goddess. Again, you could be a female listening to me, a male, feminine. We all embody divine feminine and masculine. But I feel like sometimes there's an unevenness or unleveling of what that means, right? And I didn't know this, or at least I didn't practice this until it got really tough on me to where I wasn't listening to my body. So I'm going to go by 3 weeks. I'm going to start this series where we're going to talk about it once, twice, 3 times. And then again, the next episode will go live, just to give me a break, because I realized where I was overdoing a lot of things for myself. And I said, wait a minute, how can I give myself grace? And how can I also have my listeners also go through this process with me? It would just be amazing that we all go through it and that you learn something about yourself. Maybe there's something inside of you didn't even know, because you don't reflect, you don't pause. So welcome back, guys. Thank you guys for tuning back in today. And I wanted to tell you, this first week, we're going to be discovering this inner goddess, right? So what I kind of went through is based off experience, right? So one thing I had to learn, and what I want you to do for week 1, is setting boundaries, learning to say no to people, learning to not go off base with your feeling, your fear, your judgment, the little chatter, that's going on in your head. You're just kind of like distraught, the chaos. You're just kind of like, what the hell is going on, Val? Like, I just can't seem to get it together. You're stressed. Your fight or flight response has gone up. Your cortisol is off the charts right now. You're imbalanced. You're breaking out, right? If you're female, male, you're not really feeling good about yourself, right? Because you're not sure what's going on with your body. So I realized, this time I needed to say no to people, and I don't think I was doing this on my own. I think I was searching outside of myself to find that joy and passion, and I realized wow, what's going on? So I want you to accept your emotions. I need you to validate your emotions, and when I say accepting, it's what are you feeling? Why is it that you're doing this? Why is it that you're not setting boundaries with yourself? So what I'm learning based off this divine feminine, I am reading a book about this, and this is why I wanted to share this, because I feel like we need to definitely be growing and improving within ourselves and accepting our bodies and our true self. And I realized there was something that came up. And it was this weekend. So I was ready to just go out and party and just kind of unleash, right? I've had a rough week, and I just okay, I asked for a day off just because I wanted to just do something. And I realized, Val, what are you running away from? What are you running away from, my love? What is going on? Obviously, you guys already know, my dad passed away on November 18th of 2024. So this is going to be 2023, I apologize. This is going to be a whole year of him passing. I love my dad to death, but I feel like I can see where I was the pleaser in everything, just like my dad. So I had to talk about this, because I feel like we all neglect our needs because we look up to the one person who's the man. And then, of course, we have our mom and all of that in place, right? But one always embodies more than the other. So I looked a lot up to my dad. I really did. I wanted to be strong. I wanted to be in control. I didn't want my feelings to be expressed or shown. I always said yes to things. I always did everything for people. And I just kind of like depleted my own energy. And this goes to my kids too, y'all. Like, I was like, okay, girl, we got to get it together. This is too much for me. I'm only one body, not 10. So how can we get it together? So this weekend, I realized, okay, so I didn't have any plans, but I was like, I want to do something for me and just kind of just get my mind off of stuff. Plans didn't even go right. Can I just say this? Like, someone had reached out to me from the past that I haven't spoken to because I've been neglecting this person by avoiding him. And this individual I met after my breakup with my ex, right? This was during me being pregnant, mind you guys. I was pregnant with my baby, going through the breakup phase, and he was like in the picture. I guess we would run into each other a lot at the gym, and yes, things happened between him and I chose to walk away because the baby dad came back, and I realized like, okay, this is done. I'm going to try to work things out with my baby dad. Like, we tried and it didn't. So we're here back again. This time I was like, okay, I think I'm ready. I'm healed. Let's see what he has to say, right? So I allowed him to express himself. I listened. And I felt like he needed guidance at that point. Like, he was talking about his life. He asked me a few questions, which kind of like stood out to me as to what he was looking for. Because I'm now aware of what a guy wants when they speak. You have to be very, very, very aware, ladies. Like, listen to these people. Like, what are they telling you? Because sometimes when we talk, we really don't get to know the person. So we have to be active listeners. And this is where we're going to go into it in week 2. But anyways, he basically said we should catch up. It was nice catching up. I did tell him that. It was nice catching up, right? However, he mentioned, well, we should hang out one of these days. I said, well, I'm available Friday. Let me know. Text me. So anyways, I disconnect, right? Mind you, I thought, well, he's going to reach out. He did not reach out Friday. And I was like a little disappointed because like, what the hell? Like, okay. But then he texted the next day, which was Saturday. What are you doing? And I thought that was a lack of interest to me. Like, I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. So anyways, I took a few hours to respond because at this point I was very, very like, I just wasn't interested at this point. I lose interest quickly because I have higher boundaries. I should have had higher boundaries. But then again, I was like, you know what? I'm just doing what I feel in this moment. I'm listening to my intuition. I'm going with what I know. So he tells me, what are your plans tonight? I, of course, replied with, I'm not sure what my plans are tonight, but what did you have in mind? Question mark. So he replies back 3 hours later, letting me know that he's going to be watching the fight at this bar. And I said, wow. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to disengage from this conversation. And no, that does not mean ghosting. That means I'm not going to put any sixth sense to this man because it sounds like he wants me to meet him or we're going to meet after. And that's not what I want. That's not what no, that is not my intention. I was like, if you came back to reach out to me with intention, obviously you would have made something out of it. It sounds like to me like you want me to chase, and I ain't gonna fucking do that. I am sorry. I am not a puppy. I'm not a golden retriever, girl. Like, listen, Linda, ain't nobody got time for that. I learned my lesson with these men that are in their feminine. And I was like, no, ma'am. I deserve to be in my feminine. So mind you, I did not reply. I said, you know what? Let me listen to my body, see what it needs, because I was very overwhelmed. I think the whole weekend thing for me was because of my dad and everything was just, my feelings were all over the place and I was trying to feel what I was feeling. Yes, I cried a couple of times throughout the day. And within this time frame, y'all, I was working on my bathroom. I don't know if I told you guys, I'm doing a little project. So I started painting the walls and I was like crying midair. I was literally crying and I was like, oh my God, like I'm just processing everything. And I was like, it's okay, Val, just let it go. Just cry. You miss your dad. You wish you had that role model. You wish you had that man, you know. But you know what? Like, you are amazing. You are enough. You are deserving of healthy love. I was like, it's okay to feel the way that you feel today. You want to hear someone tell you like, hey, I help you with something, this, and that. But you can't do it unless you do it for yourself. So anyways, I realized, okay, I'm going to accept my emotions. I'm validating my feelings. I need time away from fucking people at this point. I was like, let's be real. My friend had texted me. We were supposed to go to a friend's giving, mind you. I was in and out of it. I was like, should I go? Should I not go? I was like, you know what? Maybe I should not go because I'm going to end up drinking and it's just going to lead to me feeling like shit again. So I was like, let's stop that right there, Val. We need to really listen to our bodies. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to go do my errands for the day. So I took the kids to go find a recipe. It's so crazy how things work out. I think the universe aligns you with what you actually need to be fucking focused on, y'all. So listen to your body and listen to what's going on around you. So I've been manifesting this trip to Paris, right? So my daughter tells me there's a school project going on. And Mom, I need you to like do a recipe. And I was like, okay, well, what kind of recipe? She's like, well, we haven't chosen the city or state, whatever, or country. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, so anyway, she comes home the next day and she's all excited. She's like, Mom, look, we got Italy. And I was like, what? I was like, that's crazy. That's funny. I was like, that's funny because I'm really like wanting to go to Paris. I was like, all right, let's look up some recipes. So we look up a recipe and she decided she wanted to go with a specific recipe. I think it's called the Pianchiata dessert in Italy. It's a little dessert. It's like a gelatin dessert with a panna cotta recipe. My bad, because I had to Google that thing because I don't even know. So anyways, I Google the recipe. We go to the market. And I said, let's just go to this market. It's Central Market off of Broadway. It's so gorgeous because it's so bougie. It's got everything's color coded. I think I love that. I just love everything about the store. The people are not your typical people, right? Like you're in a different energy, right? The frequency is different. It's higher. People that are richer, people that are just in that energy. So I was like, I need to go there. Let's go there. So anyways, I dress up. I took my time. I brushed my hair, blow dried my hair, did my makeup, did everything. I wore a dress and the kids also got magically dressed, which I was very impressed. So anyways, we get to the store. The first thing that I noticed, my daughter's like, look, Mom, there's cooking classes. I was like, oh my God, that is so funny. I was like, I've been wanting to join a cooking class. So anyways, I get the link and I tell her, let's just go walk inside. We'll worry about this another day. I was like, let's just go. Did you listen to what I just said? Let's just go. That's the part of the divine feminine. You have to let go. You can't control. Like, I need to join this class today, Val. Like, no, that's not the feminine. The feminine is letting go. I hope you're listening here. I hope you're listening. So active listening, that's part of the thing as well. So we go in there. And then I decide, okay, what do we need? So I start looking at my recipe. We go around the store. And then finally, my final part is the flowers section. Y'all, I cannot get enough of flowers. I love flowers. I'm obsessed with flowers. I just love the way that they make me feel, the smell, the colors, the purification. It's just all so loving. And just talking about it, my heart's opening. My heart chakra's opening. I love that. I freaking love that. So do that with yourself. Find what makes your heart chakra open. Find activities that align with what is going to make you feel more feminine, where you surrender and you're just in the flow of things, right? Not needing to control what the hell's going to happen. How am I going to get there? What time should I get there? What should I wear? Just go with it. Just go with the flow, babe. Whatever you look in the closet, just put it on. So anyways, I'm getting all deep into it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I get to the place and then I realize, okay, we got my bouquet. I got some beautiful orange roses, the white rose, my hydrangea. Listen, I love hydrangeas. Like, they're my favorite freaking flowers. So if you don't already know, that's your girl's favorite flower, okay? By the way, I like the blue ones, but I had to get a white one because this bouquet was going with the white and the orange. I had a white-orange theme. So then I pick up my bouquet and I tell the girl, can you wrap them up for me? And the girl tells me, would you like a card for the words? Oh, no, ma'am, these are for me. And she's like, oh. She kind of rolled her eyes back at me and I was like, okay, girl, like, damn. Like, I was like, but the other girl grabs the flower. She's like, don't worry about it. I got you. I'm going to do them for you. I'll wrap them for you, ma'am. I was like, oh, thank you. So anyways, I get my flowers. I get out of there. Go home, and I tell the kids, okay, we need to do one more errand and we're done, right? Because my daughter needed to put these little cups for the gelatin. So we come back home and I decide, you know what? I did what I needed to do today. It worked out magically. And I don't feel like giving my power away to nobody anymore. I'm going to give it to myself. I'm going to give myself grace. The kids were doing their own things. They were on video games. My son was watching TV. At this point, I said, the baby's with baby dad. I was like, I'm going to freaking mother myself today. Like, I really am. I usually push for Sundays for this, but something in my heart told me, do it today. I listened. I trusted my intuition. I said, okay, let's get the bath salts out. I got my Epsom salts with oils, and I poured them in the hot tub. Super hot water. Mind you, I like to reawaken my body, and sometimes the aches, the pains are stored, right? So I realized where my lower body was kind of sore, mind you, from the gym, mind you, from probably everything that's going on. I did not feel grounded. I did not feel whole. I didn't feel enough. So anyways, I do this and I do my face mask, and I said, you know what? Like, this feels fucking amazing. Like, it feels so fucking amazing. I feel rich again. I feel flawless. I feel whole. And I'm telling you, like, this whole little trip of this weekend of me doing that while everything else in the background with this other person reaching out, I felt so much better. And I honestly tell you, I trusted my intuition, and I said, no, we do not chase, we attract. Let it go. Just surrender. It's just not time for you to reconnect for this person. Or second, maybe this person's just not meant to be in your life, Val. Maybe the one that's supposed to be just can't be because you're not aligning with your purpose. So I let go. I was like, thank God. So anyways, week 2, let's get into week 2, right? So I want you to find the trusting of your inner voice. Unleash your creativity. So we were just talking about this, right? Trusting your intuition. What is intuition? So core aspect of this, why you need to have this is because you need to trust yourself. When your body is reacting to something, your answer is going to be given. You don't have to ask your friend. You don't have to ask a relative. What is your body telling you? And I know people like, I don't feel nothing in my body. Well, bitch, you're fucking numb. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Yeah, excuse my French. Your body is regulating everything. Your cells, your blood, your breathing, everything. If then, you're dead. You're dead if you're not breathing. At this point, don't tell me you don't know anything about your body. Your body's talking. Your body's talking, and at this point, it needs something. So find what is your intuition. For me, it's in my gut area. So like where the solar in the sacral chakra is. And it's funny that I picked orange flowers, by the way. I thought that was crazy. It's like my intuition was telling me something. So listen to your body. Also, you need to trust. You need to trust yourself. You need to trust yourself in order for another person to trust you. And setting boundaries, again, I can't say this enough. Boundaries. What are those boundaries? Am I going to take time out of my schedule for another individual when I know better to not do that because I chose to rest and relax and not worry? That is very important, guys. If you don't take the time to rest and rejuvenate and relax, you're going to feel like crap. You're going to feel like crap. You don't know what your decision making is. You're on fight for flight response mode. You just don't know what the hell's going on. And the cortisol's up to the charts. You're on your phone. You're looking at stuff just to kind of like, fix the fix. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Trust me, looking at YouTube, looking at TikTok all day, scrolling, your dopamine levels are significantly gonna drop. Yeah, you're running from your feelings. That's what it is. I'm learning and I'm going. So that's one. Affirmations are very good as well. So what I like to do, especially, I know they say be consistent, but honestly, it's not even about being consistent with affirmations. Can I be real with you? You're going to have to accept the feeling, right? And what I mean, the feeling? The void, right? So not feeling enough, not feeling like you're deserving, not feeling this, that, accepted, love, joy. It's going to feel fucking uncomfortable, but you have to speak these affirmations from the heart. When I say I am enough, I want you to feel I am enough. But Val, I just can't get it because I don't feel it. Well, baby, then that means you need to baby yourself even more. Take more days off, more resting, more rejuvenation. Do anything. I'm not saying what I do works for you. It may be something different. You need to listen to your body. Listen to your body. And take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Nurture yourself. What is self-care for you? What is it? What can work for you? And I want you to explore it daily. Monday through Sunday. Or if you want to just do it a weekend, fine. I was that girl too, the weekend girl. But I said, I can't do the weekends. I need it Monday through Sunday. I'm a full-time mother. And a father. And I want you to explore it openly. I'm not saying, well, I'm sitting in this bathtub, Val, and it's not working. That's you already creating judgment and self-doubt. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're not allowing yourself to say yes to you. You're allowing the outside of you say no. Like, stop it already. This is you not accepting yourself. You need to accept yourself. It's not that hard. Let go. It's your fucking ego. Your ego wants to fucking control every single thing that happens outside of you, babe. It wants to keep you comfortable because that's all it knows. But when something comes to attack, you're ready to fight. You're ready to attack, right? You're ready to say something. You're ready to defend yourself. Listen, the feminine works magic. You are going to step back and relax and not let anything underestimate your power because you are feminine, okay? Examples of how you can do this, right? I realized I was working like a damn dog to the point where I needed to have this improvement of my life and stability, money. I need to have power. I need to feel good about myself. I need men to think that I can do it on my own, which I have done it. But doing it kind of got fucking tiring. Can I just be honest? I got tired, y'all. I got tired. I used to be a tarot reader. It was great while it lasted. It was amazing, but I realized I wasn't connecting. I was connecting with my motherfucking ego. My ego, yeah. She was brutal. She was brutal. She was a bitch. She didn't care for anybody or anybody's emotions. She only cared about her money, and she cared about what only made her feel good in the meanwhile. Yes, I had my beautiful clients, but those clients were based off that energetic field, right? They were there for their needs, right? So I people pleased, and I was like, yeah, we can't be doing that no more. I love each client, and I still do, and I still keep touch with them. But other than that, I want you to explore things for yourself. I realized that I needed to take days off and have enough time for me, and making sure that on my days off, I didn't do stupid shit like, I need to do this, I need to clean, I need to organize, I need to make this payment, I need to do blah, I need to do this. Stop it already, Val. Stop being fucking perfect. There's no fucking way you're gonna get this shit done. There's no freaking way. You can't do everything. And it's okay. So the feminine is learning to just let go and not having a set standard of what the outcome should be. So instead, I want you to focus on what you know and what's going to allow for the receiving mode, right? What is going to core direct you to really bring in joy, love, creativity, trusting, feeling more safe and secure and stable. And I wanted to share examples of what got me there. I think I told you guys not too long ago, budgeting has been one of my things. And I realized, how can I live comfortably where I'm not working like a dog and I can afford to take days off so I can nurture myself? I had to set boundaries. How much can I spend a week? How much groceries can I buy? How many times can I go out with the kids and splurge and go shopping and do my self-care? So I had to really go into it, right? So find what works for you. Also, I realized for me, I need 2 days off of the month just for me, just a me day, nothing else. Nobody's going to be planned on my me day unless otherwise I want to do something creative, right? That's the only time. But it's just, I want you to find a level of empathy for yourself, my love. What can you do? So what I realized, I already mentioned it earlier, what worked for me, I realized I wasn't doing hot tubs or soak-ins. It's been a year or two, I think maybe probably a year. I can't remember my last one because I was pregnant. You're not supposed to soak in hot stuff. So maybe probably a year. Yeah, a year. So anyways, I said, I'm going to start buying me essential oils. I went to TJ Maxx, the home goods store. You already know stuff is discounted there. Home Goods is my favorite store. They have some really good brands and super like inexpensive, treatable, especially face masks and under eye like treatments. Mind you, I said, you know what? It's time to splurge. So I bought a bunch of stuff, which I was really excited about. And I said, it's time. It almost felt like that Mariah Carey. It's time. I can't do it, obviously. I don't have Mariah Carey's voice. And I realized, like, it's time. So I bought all these things. And it's like it comes in packets. So that way I can have it every other weekend or every weekend. I've actually been doing it every weekend. I've been very consistent. So I do this. So I spend 20 minutes in this bathtub in hot water and just not thinking about a freaking thing. That has brought me a lot of peace in my life. Honestly, I don't get enough quiet time or enough peace in my life from other than being a mother, my job, and outside influences. And I realized, like, wow, I've been giving my power and energy to people that just don't deserve it. That just don't deserve it. I'm not saying that my kids are nothing. No, that's my job. I'm here to serve them. But if I don't serve myself, I can't serve them. They're going to feel depleted as well. They're not going to feel good. They're going to feel off. And trust me, I saw that yesterday. My daughter actually cried out to me. And I said, I don't know, we were listening to this song. I think it also has a lot to do with frequency, right? We were all in this frequency. And I said, what's wrong, baby girl? I was like, I just don't like the way my neck looks. I was like, what's wrong with your neck? And she's like, I just don't like these little dots. Like, look, I have them too. I was like, but look, I understand how you feel. But you're so beautiful inside, my love. I love you just the way you are. I was like, don't ever think anything outside of yourself. I was like, that's part of you. I was like, if we need to buy products to like make it, look more moisturized, we can do it. So anyways, I told her that. And I realized I also had to give her a Starbucks drink because she helped me out with the mirror. We both made a promise, like, okay, if you help me get this mirror down, I'll get you a Starbucks. So I said, you know what, let's go get that Starbucks. And I uplifted her again. But I know that's not supposed to work. But I just told her, look, don't be afraid to express yourself. Because she also had a hard time, like, getting the drink that she wanted. And she almost didn't trust herself. And I said, baby girl, it's okay. I was like, even if you think that they can't do the drink, we can always ask. So I go to the front and I asked the attendant there at the window. I was like, hey, do y'all make the Santa Claus drink? And she's like, I don't know, but if we have the ingredients, we can do it. But I think we can. I was like, she starts mentioning the vanilla bean and the strawberries and the whipped cream. I was like, yeah, that actually sounds like the drink. And I told my daughter, look, see, it sounds like they might be able to do it. I was like, next time we'll do it. And next time, just tell me. I was like, just tell me. She felt better. I think she needed my influence to not feel like I can't do it. I'm not saying that I'm helping her to baby her, but she needs to see that if I ask, she's going to want to do it too, right? We set the example, guys. We're parents, okay? So after that, she was at ease. We bought everything that we needed to buy for this recipe. And I realized, like, damn, like, I really need to spend time with myself because they're looking at me and I'm just, like, in this frequency. So please trust your inner voice. Trust your inner voice. Find what you need to do to unleash this creativity. You need to find it. And I started with this project with the restroom. And honestly, I started looking at Pinterest and I got super creative. I was like, oh, if I do the color, this color, now I want to add fixtures. Now I want to add gold. Now I want to do it a certain way. I was like, I want like a modern bathroom, but I want it to look dark and like, not dark, but like, you know how like when you go to an underground bar, it just is a different vibe. It's like very dark, but it's very like away from people. Like I want this restroom to have that feeling like when you go in here, you're in some other vortex, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm excited for you guys to see it too. I will create a video, but right now it's in the works. It's taking me time. So I'm going to go to the last week. I know I went a little bit in depth with 2, so I hope that helped you, my loves. Week 3, living your feminine feminine energy daily. So I want you to practice this every day when you wake up. I want you to radiate that energy every single day. Every single day. I want you to do something that helps you radiate this feminine energy where you feel good and you're just light, you're fun, you're creative, you're flirtatious, you're open, you're just open, your heart's open. So I joined a fitness class again. I had stopped going to this class because I was getting very annoyed with one of the trainers. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I think I was unhealed at that point, but I realized like I was just wanting validation. And I said, no, girl, we need to stop coming to his class. Like, this is not going to help us. So I joined the class again. I gave myself hope and I trusted. I joined this class with another trainer. Mind you, this trainer, he's super chill. Like, he's on it. I love that he tells me how to do my workouts. And I love how he's patient with me. And I love that he's with everybody, not just me, but he's into the class. Like, I love that. That's like confidence for me. Like, you are showing like you care about others. And I love that. So I joined this class because I realized there was women and men at the same time. And I realized, ooh, this is perfect because I need to socialize more. I have active listen. So I ask questions now and I've been participating and, getting to know these people. It's going to take me time because there's too many people. I run into different people every other time that I join the class. And honestly, it's helped me a lot. Like, honestly, I feel so good about myself when I live this class. I feel so empowered. And it's helped me build like that stability within myself. And just being present, you guys. I think that's like the main thing, just being present. Because sometimes when I go to the gym alone, don't mind you. Like, I love that. But sometimes you need to be around people. Like, sometimes you really do need it. Working from home, being antisocial like I am. I was like, girl, we need to get out. Because I've been getting too comfortable where I just stay home and don't want to do a damn thing. So find a class, if it's dancing, something with passion, something getting your energy into that flow, creativity, that's going to expand. There's so many activities. I can't even tell you, like, there's so many. Like, I think for me, it's been also cooking and doing flower bouquets, doing DIY projects. Like, those are my favorite right now. Like, I'm like getting obsessed where I'm decorating my house, like making it a safe space. Honestly, that's helped me a lot. And I love the way my house looks. I think that's probably why I don't want to leave my house. I'm like, I love the way this feels. It's comfy. It's cozy. I'm getting there. It's going to take time and I'm okay with it. Also, what I've learned too is buying healthy foods. Also, I mentioned cooking at home, finding something to nourish my body and replenish it. I've been practicing every weekend self-care like I mentioned earlier. I try to take 2 days off in a month span to pamper and shop for myself because obviously I know that I'm a full-time mother and father, and it's like, what can I do to give myself grace for what I do, right? Because I deserve it. I deserve it. Every freaking dollar that I make, I deserve to splurge. So also affirmations. Let's go back to that. So damn, my throat chakra closed off. That's a freaking sign. I need to get back on my affirmations. So find these affirmations that are going to be for you, right? I am enough. I am safe. I am protected. I am loving. I am kind. I am open. I am love. I do not chase. I attract. What's meant for me will simply find me. I need you to say these affirmations and statements and take your time with these statements. Don't rush. That's not the feminine. Take your time and breathe. If it takes 20 minutes just to get these affirmations, then take your freaking 20 minutes. Who's rushing you? You're only rushing yourself at this point. So take your time. Meditation, guys. Trust me with the meditation part. If you don't know how to meditate, find something that helps meditation. If that's walk meditation, open your eyes and do meditation. It's just stare at a damn wall. You're probably thinking, Val, you're freaking crazy. Hey, crazy meets crazy. I'm telling you, you're going to find something that works for you. Not everybody can sit with their eyes closed like a little puppy and let that meditation go into effect. It's hard. I get it. It's going to take practice. Just like a puppy learning how to train for potty training. What does it do? It freaks out. It gets excited, right? It's all over the damn place. It's all over the damn place. It's just too excited. But discernment, right? Trusting. When this puppy finally trust you as the owner, right? To finally go pee on that pad, it's going to find you. It's going to look up to you. So that feminine energy comes within, right? It's not outside of you, babe. It's not outside of you. I'm not saying getting your nails done, hair done, everything did, wearing the beautiful things, the fragrances, and no, that, yes, that adds value to you. That's definitely for sure a for sure thing. But what it is to be in that feminine is not needing to control the outside world, the outside chaos, just learning to love you, learning from your mistakes, and where you need to balance the feminine and masculine, not feel threatened, not feel judged, or feel like you're not deserving to stand up for yourself, but radiating that confidence, learning when to speak up, learning when to actively listen, learn to share, learn to explore, learn to be creative. You are feminine. We're all feminine. But there's weaknesses, and we need to work on those weaknesses. So again, I want to thank you guys again for today. These were 3 steps, 3 weeks that I want you to focus on, to work on. I will come back in the next 3 weeks to follow up. So that'll probably be about my birthday weekend. So I want to follow up with you guys to see how y'all did. Of course, leave questions, and I'll ask questions here and there. And if you need to DM me. Don't be afraid to reach out. I would love to hear your experience. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I would be open to hearing you guys out, to where you know that you're not just alone. You're here for a reason. We're here to accept ourselves. So thank you guys again for listening. Again, here with the Woman Pod with Valerie Atkinson. Again, you can find the full show also on my YouTube, just in case you want to click on there. I know I'm getting ready to start soon to buy everything that I need for this whole show. And I know, be patient with me, guys. Be patient with me, because again, I told you I'm working on this project at my house. And again, I love that. So I'm doing that for sure. And anyways, I want to say thank you guys. And hopefully we can connect again on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. That's where you're going to find me. And then again, just give me a big, big hug. And I'm going to give you a big hug because you deserve it, my love. You are enough. You're in the right place at the right time. And if you love this podcast, please give me a love. I don't care what it is. It could be a little like, a little share, a little heart, a little review. Anything matters. All that matters is you coming in here to accept yourself, my loves. Have an amazing 3 weeks, and I will come back and see you guys again. Thanks you.